This is Helping of Happiness, episode number 167. Today we have on Becky Fife, Allie Collister, and Katie Parker, who are part of the Singers Company and I Believe in Me programs. And they are going to talk to us all about how to get more confidence to our teen and tween girls. Hi, I'm Hilary Hess, and you're listening to A Helping of Happiness. I am a crazy mom of 7 kids, and at Helping of Happiness, we love to help build up families by providing delicious family recipes, exciting travel guides, and home and family hacks to make life more manageable and more fun. There are a lot of things I am still learning and I'm trying to figure out, and that is why we have this podcast, to have our friends come on here and teach us and inspire us to be better and grow closer to Jesus Christ. Hey guys, how's it going? I am so happy to introduce you to our guest today. This was such a fun interview to record. These ladies are just such a blast to hang out with. They're so upbeat, they're positive, and they have just a great message. So I'm really excited for you to get to know them. I apologize for this episode coming out a little bit late. I was traveling and then I got sick, and so I finally have somewhat of a voice back today, and so I'm trying to squeeze this in. But I just feel so passionate about this topic that we're talking about today, about these tween and teen girls, and I just want to put a little plug in here for the I Believe in Me program. My daughter, Hallie, who's 11, has been doing this program this summer and is loving it. She was not so sure when we first started. She was kind of, giving me like the mom. She was not really thinking it was going to be so great. And now she asks every day, can I do my I Believe in Me? She just loves it and has such a blast with these girls. And I can just hear her laughing every time she's on it because these ladies are such a kick. So I 100% endorse it. I'm a paying customer. Love them. One thing that I'm really excited for you guys is that they gave me a promo code for you so that you guys, if you sign up for this program, can get 1 month off free. So when you go to sign up for the subscription to have these different cool little classes for your girls, just check the Helping of Happiness box at the checkout and then you'll get a free month. So it's really awesome. It's been worth every single penny, and I just wish that I was 11 and had this. I want to take it just as an adult. It's so cool. I love all their things. I think it's such a good thing we can learn at any age and be reminded of as women or as young girls. So without any further ado, let's meet our guests. I'm so excited to introduce you guys to my new friends, Becky, Allie, and Katie, and I Believe in Me is their amazing company, and I'm just so excited because we found out we have all these awesome connections from Texas to California, and I didn't even go into the fact that I'm from Nevada, and I know that Becky's living in Nevada, and so it's just like it never ends, and we could just talk all day. But will you tell us just a little bit, ladies, about your families, and then we'll get into I Believe in Me.
Sure. Okay, I'll go first. I'm Katie, and I live in Southern California with my family. I have 6 kids and a wonderful husband, and we've lived here for a while. I grew up in California up north. Met my husband, and now we live down here. And yeah, we're just really excited and just really pumped about this new program we have for girls and believe it with all of our hearts.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, who's up next?
Okay, I'll go next. I'm Becky, and I'm a mom of 7, like you. Yes, just like you. My oldest is 22 and my youngest is 8. So it's
We're just like a couple years off. It's so fun.
All the different stages of life, except for the baby stage. I'm out of the baby stage, but and hopefully, well, my oldest got married. Hopefully I'm not a grandma too soon. I'm not going to rush into that, but I do miss those babies. And I live in Las Vegas. I graduated in exercise physiology and health promotion. And I always wondered what I would like, where I would put my energy. And I just love helping motivate people to be their best. And it's fallen right into this category of helping these middle school girls right now. And we love it. It's so fun.
Awesome. You guys are so good at it. I'm just so excited to talk about this. Awesome. Well, Allie, let's hear from you a little bit too about you and your family.
Okay. Well, I'm the odd man out. I only have 4 kids.
Only 4.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I've got 4 kids and me and my husband live just actually down the street from Katie. So it's so fun. And we get to see a lot of each other. And I'm born and raised in Southern California. And we are a beach family. We love it so much. Anything outside in the sun and the water. I am like the epitome of a yellow personality. I love to
color code. I loved that thing in college. Yeah.
I love to have fun. And I love your Instagram, all about being happy. I love to be happy and I love to have fun. And when Katie and Becky kind of brought me in on this new program, I was like, yes, I can do this. I can help people be happy. And these young girls, I just want to teach them all the happiness thing.
It's the perfect mix. I'm so pumped. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what I Believe in Me is and how you guys got it started.
We have a company called Singers Company that is for little girls, and it's all about building their confidence, and it's for elementary age girls. So I founded that, and we've done it for years, and Becky's been involved in that, and even Allie for a little bit. But then these girls start growing up and the moms start asking, wait a minute, they're going to middle school. It's like,
and now we really need help.
Yes. And we felt like we were feeding them to the lions, you know? But yeah, I knew the format of singing and dancing wasn't quite what was needed at their age. You know, they need to be going to their community choirs and school choirs. That's where they need to be at that age. But they're lacking and needing so much support still, just tools, friendship tools, hair, makeup, just study tips, you know, all these new things that are coming in. Friends. So
get sticky in middle school all of a sudden are thrown on them. Right?
Yes. So we just, because we were so good at strengthening confidence in the young ones, this inspiration just started one day, it just started flooding in of what we could do to help in the format that's right for these middle schoolers. And so that's really how it started there. We mentioned this earlier, just in chatting before we started the podcast, that the world offers so many not happy things, unhappy things. And Singers Company was such a happy thing. And so I Believe in Me really just formed, and the inspiration came and we ran with it, and we are laughing our way through because it is so fun. And what we present to the girls and the way we present it is just fun, and in a way that they can really grasp, and it really helps them. So that's kind of how it got started.
It resonates with them too. Sorry, Katie. I would have to say, like, what we've seen, the way they've received our messages and just the cheerleading that happens from us to them. It's like they really feel encouraged and supported, and they know that we're there for them and that we really do care about how their day went, or that they made the soccer team, or whatever it might be. So there's a need for these girls out there right now.
We wanted to give them real tools, like things they can actually use tomorrow at school, right? Not just talking about it in a general way, but presenting them with our little episodes that teach them what we call garden tools for their garden of life. And so just real things they can actually use and try. And the feedback, Becky, is so true. Like the feedback from the girls is that it helps, and they use these tools and it brings them to a happier level in middle school.
Well, and the thing that I am so excited about, and just sorry, I'm cutting you off for like,
no, you're good,
is that sometimes as moms about that age, the girls are not listening to us anymore. You know what I mean? And so it's so great to have somebody else that is fun and that is positive and that has good values that can help me teach my daughter when she's tired of hearing from me all the time. Right? Go ahead, Allie. Sorry, I was interrupting you.
And as we were making these episodes, so many times, every single one, I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I knew this as a 7th grader, or, oh my gosh, I wish I knew this as an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old, or all of these little experiences that came to my mind from middle school that I went through. I'm like, dang, I wish I would have had that tool, or dang, I wish I would have known that, or I wish I wouldn't have listened here or there. And it really is so needed. Sometimes they can be so basic for us as adults, but even as an adult, I'm like, wait, I need that in my life now, but I needed it way more when I was that middle school age. So it's really the things that we teach them are just so good. They're just great life lessons.
No, I love that. Well, and as I've dug into your things and listened, I'm like, man, me and my mom friends could really use some of these some of these same tools that you're teaching these girls. So let's talk about some of these areas that you guys cover.
One of our whole purposes of our program, like
Awesome.
Katie said, is to build confidence in these girls at a time when insecurities are just
It's just running rampant.
rampant, right? And because it's a time of change and of growth, and they're looking around their peers, like, how am I supposed to dress? How am I supposed to act? Like, and, you know, insecurities sometimes cause girls to be mean to each other. I mean, it just opens a whole new part of growing up.
And there's more pressure. I mean, the pressure of more classes, changing subjects, getting good grades. I mean, there's a lot of pressure. Choosing the sport you're going to pursue for long, you know, or whatever.
It's kind of like the bridge where they're not in middle school, they're not in elementary school, and they're just trying to figure things out. So hopefully this program, we're trying to give them that structure of how to build their confidence. And we truly believe that confidence comes from growth and from progressing, even if it's just a tiny bit, like step by step every day, to give them tools like how to teach them to establish a routine for their mornings, for their study time, how to handle friend drama, or, you know, what things that they can say in their own mind when they come up against maybe somebody who's trying to compete with them at school, or who might say things like how to work hard. Like, it feels good to work hard, and you'll feel that confidence when you put in the work. And it's okay. Like, it's just try a little bit at a time. And there's no such thing as failure. We're going to take that, you know, right out of their vocabulary. So each of these episodes really does give them a real-time tool to use, whether it's like study skills or creating a new habit, or them just discovering who they already are, and be the best version of themselves, not comparing. Right? Like we have an episode about the 4 C's. Like, confidence comes from not comparing, not competing, criticizing, or complaining. So we talk about, like, let's bring the happy in. Let's work in our garden and use these tools to grow and to learn. And then you will gain that confidence.
Love that.
So where the program starts, Becky already mentioned it, is helping these girls realize who they are. That's actually episode 1. Who are you? And at I Believe in Me, we talk about you are a girl with gifts to grow and share. And we introduce this garden imagery. So I Believe in Me is all about your garden of life. And we teach the girls that in the I Believe in Me garden, your mind and your heart are the soil of your garden. And to let anything grow, you have to have, any gardener knows, I love gardening, but you like last year, my garden didn't grow. And I didn't know why. I've grown tomatoes every year forever, and they were just so wimpy. The plants just did not produce anything. And I should have known, but I went to the garden, asked the guy, and it's my soil. It was depleted of all the nutrients. And so I had to do an overhaul of my soil. But in our first episode, we introduced that to the girls, that your mind and your heart working together is the soil. And when your soil is healthy, you can grow, and you know who you are, and you know what you like, and you know what you want to pursue, and what your dreams for your garden are. And then it talks about, that bleeds into their time, how they want to spend their time, and what things they want to, it helps them balance and even just discern, like figure out, like, oh, wait, I'm not going to give that friend any more time because they're not really treating me as a friend. And that's taking away, making me wilt a little bit, you know? So it's helping them. You're like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to feel that way with a certain person. I don't have time to be on that screen too long because because I want certain things to grow in my garden. And so we just try to help present it in a very clear way that they can grasp in their minds and their hearts, to be excited about who they are, be excited about where they want to go, what they want in their garden, what talents they want to pursue. And that means how to divide their time. Like we have an episode about minutes matter. Becky mentioned routines. That's a really, like, one of our first episodes is about routines are the roots. Those little things you do every morning to get your day set, opens up a whole world of time that you can use to grow in soccer, or to grow in calligraphy, or to grow in those ways that you want for your garden. And so it's all about finding who you are, being grounded, establishing those roots. And I think the biggest thing for me with these girls is and I tell it to my own children, never put your happiness in someone else's hands. And so you are in control. It is your garden of life. You get to decide what plants you grow. You get to decide what things you need to keep out. And all the while you're checking in with your mind and your heart, which we call them soil checks. We have an episode about that too. That's one of our major tools that we use over and over every day. We do soil checks. And so all about your confidence, all about who you are. And that kind of establishes where we go. So these new subjects coming up with friendship that Allie will talk about, and cell phones and screens that Becky's going to talk about, all start with knowing who they are, where they want to spend their time, what they want their garden to look like, and realizing that they have the power.
Love it. Oh my gosh. You guys, my only problem is that I need my boys to also do something like this. Oh, this is so good.
Okay. You can just listen to the episodes with your one daughter and then relate it to your son.
Everybody else,
right? I tell my son all the time, my 10-year-old, I'm like, okay, this is what I need you to do, and this is how you need to do it, because this is what we learned, and I believe in me.
You can edit this out, but what my boys, actually, if you want to know the boy equivalent, have you ever heard of Jocko Willink?
Oh, he's awesome.
He's amazing. And my boys live by it. He has written these books called Discipline Equals Freedom. And then and they're different ages. And there's some younger books that he wrote, like the way of the warrior kid for like our 7 and 8-year-old.
Oh, cute.
And it is that, like, if I always say that I believe in the equivalent for boys is Jocko Willink.
Okay. Well, we totally know what our summer reading is going to be for my boys.
It is Discipline Equals Freedom is like the Bible for boys.
Awesome.
As, like,
I'm so glad I said something about that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's awesome.
Well, let's go into friendships a little bit, because I think that really kind of affects everything for all of us of all ages, but especially, at least from what I remember in my middle school years, that was the hardest thing about middle school. So my friends felt like they were always changing, and we all didn't really know who we were, and it was just really tricky. So let's maybe get into friendships a little bit.
Okay. And I'll take that one. Like you said, friendships they're a big part of your middle school experience. Sometimes they can make or break, a class or an activity that you're doing or things in your life. But first and foremost, we teach the girls, like Becky and Katie said, the confidence to weed things out or people out when it's necessary, and how to pick good friends, and how are they making you feel? Are they bringing light and happiness and good things into your life? And if they're not, we kind of give them this rule that 3 strikes you're out, where if they're not influencing you in a good way, or if they're not being kind, we all, especially middle school, like we said, we're trying to figure out who we are. And sometimes we make decisions that aren't the best. And sometimes we make decisions that hurt other people, and everybody deserves grace. Everybody deserves another chance and a second chance and a third chance. But after that pattern, if that pattern continues, maybe you need to distance yourself, still be a friend, but maybe it's not someone that you spend a lot of your time with or time around, because middle school, you're kind of like a sponge. You kind of soak up a lot of different things from a lot of different friends. And we don't want them to soak up, maybe the icky stuff or, the not so great things. We also talk about gossip and not spreading dirt and having no dirt days and not talking about, we kind of tell them, we ask them, is it kind? Is it necessary? What's my third one? Why am I blanking? True? And is it true? And those are the 3. And if they answer yes to one of those, they don't need to say it. If it's not kind, it doesn't need to be said. If it's not absolutely necessary or necessary at all, it doesn't need to be said. And so we kind of give them like a rubric of, what you talk about with your friends, about your friends, to your friends.
It's so helpful, because I think sometimes that that's all that you talk about. All you talk about
Yes.
is who so-and-so has a crush on and who so-and-so, it's like,
Totally. And then
oh,
we also teach them, like, I remember in middle school, and we also teach them how to be a friend.
Mhm.
And sometimes there's always going to be somebody who needs a friend. There's always going to be someone sitting alone at lunch, or not having a partner in a classroom. Or maybe someone doesn't quite fit into a group or something, and how to extend yourself and how to invite. I remember when we were doing this episode, I would like get emotional because I was that girl. I was that girl that had to eat alone in middle school for the first couple of days because we had moved. I didn't know a single person. And I still remember this sweet girl. Her name's Michelle Cummings. And about day 3, she invited me to come and sit at lunch with her and her huge table of friends that she had grown up with and known since elementary school. And she literally changed my middle school experience because she then gave me the confidence. Not only did she make my day, she made my year, but she also gave me the confidence to do that to other people and to make friends. So we encourage and teach the girls to do things like that and to be a friend and to look out for other people. So friendship is huge. We spend a lot of time in a lot of the episodes kind of referring to different friend situations, and everything kind of rolls into just one big happy middle school experience when you have confidence and you're extending yourself to friends and you're having routines and you've got good study skills, and it just makes for just a much better experience in middle school.
yes.
Yeah,
And
so
so much
one
more
of-
well-rounded and balanced.
Yeah.
It reminds me of I think it's episode 2, ladies. It's called Be the Sunshine. And it goes right along with what Allie, she actually shares that story in the episode. And it basically, it kind of maps it out for a girl. Like, what is it? How do you make a friend? Or even how do you reach out to people? So we give them different levels. And the one is just smiling. Just smile at people. Like if it's because you have these girls that come to I Believe in Me, they're not all the same. We don't want them to be all the same. Yeah. That's part of, like, a garden would not be as beautiful if it was all one flower, even if it's your favorite flower. Like, so we know that they're all at different levels socially. And some, it's like really scary to introduce yourself to someone, but others have no problem with that. So we have 4 levels of Be the Sunshine. The first one is just smiling. The second one is smile and either say something or do a little wave. So, and then the third one is just introducing yourself, and how to do that. And we talk about how to do that and give little scenarios. And the fourth one is what Michelle, Allie's friend, did, reaching beyond. And so there's a level for everybody. So we tell them to start where they're at and keep trying to move. And in that way, you're being the sunshine for someone else's garden, which is important. Just like Michelle was the sunshine for Allie when she needed more light, and it's a little bit of help. So real tools for girls, for sure.
And I just want to add in one other thing that's very powerful, that when it comes with confidence, is when you like who you are and someone else treats you poorly, we help those girls recognize that it's not about you. She's hurting, right? She's like, some mean things and things are just going to happen in middle school. And when the girls can realize it's really not about them and they like who they are and they're confident and they're happy with the kind of person they are, they won't take that on as like, you know what I mean? Am I?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
So they'll be able to recognize the hurt is really more about that girl and that friend, and maybe give her more sympathy. Like, you know what? She's just having a bad day. This isn't me. I like who I am. And what she says can just brush, I'm just going to brush it right off. Yeah.
No, I love that.
So
I love that. I think that's so good for all of us. Love it. Oh, so good. So what about, you guys also go into talents and gifts, which I think is so cool, because I think that's also where you can get some confidence, right? It's just developing those talents and gifts. Will you guys talk a little bit about that too?
Yes. So I'll take on this one. And I kind of touched on it, especially when we'd really talk to the girls about who they are, that they are a girl with gifts to grow and share. This is the exciting part. I equate it to when you have really good soil ready to grow anything, and you go to the plant store and you get to choose what you want to grow, And so this year I wanted to grow a cutting flower. Part of my garden, I wanted to be so I could cut flowers. And so that made me happy. I wanted to try it. I'd never done it before. So you think about a middle schooler's life. The whole world is opening up. Like Becky said earlier, it's a transition time. Like they get to decide, like, what am I going to pursue? Do I want to do sports? Do I want to do choir? Do I want to do technology? Do I want to do, there's a whole world, and they get to make these choices about what they like. And sometimes we default into what our friend is doing, but we really want these girls to realize that their individuality is what makes them beautiful. And we talk about, I mentioned it just previously, that like my favorite flower is the daisy, Becky's is the tulip, and Allie's is the hydrangea. But if we only had our favorite flower, that was all that we planted in our garden, it wouldn't be as pretty as if we had everyone involved, that we're all different. So those differences and those different talents that we each possess are what make this world so beautiful. So to have these girls really hone in on what do I like? What do I want to do? And to help them realize what it takes to get there and to make them believe that they can do it. So that's when we break it down into tiny habits. We break it down into minutes matter. We break it down into, you don't have time to be on that screen. You want to go and you want to make sure that you get your splits for dance so that you can be on this dance team, or we want to make sure that you have time to go to, your Lego club after school to make sure with robotics, so we want them to be excited about all those and about discovering talents they might not know they have, trying new things, and not being scared that they might fail. Because like Becky said, there's no such thing as failure. We have a whole episode about that. So we are their biggest cheerleaders, and we want to give them the actual tools that they can discover really who they are and enjoy it and have fun and be excited to try new things and to work hard.
Like that part of like, this is girls, like this is what the world needs you. So those talents and gifts that you possess, you're going to grow, and then you're going to share. You're going to go out into that world, and you're going to be the sunshine. These girls, there's so much good that they're going to do in this world in their future. And so that's the exciting part. Like, plant those seeds, work hard, and then go share. Go make this world a better place.
I just love this so much. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, awesome. Okay, now let's talk about the one that I think every parent dreads, is just the cell phones communication thing. Because even we get sucked in. It's really a thing. And I think it's hard too, because this isn't something that our parents parented us on. So it's even harder trying to parent when it's all changing and new all the time. So tell us some of those tips for cell phones and communications. You've already talked about it a little bit with screens, talking about how to make sure you have right time for your other gardening that you're doing. So let's talk about that just a bit.
Okay. Well, I will take this one, and Allie and Katie can definitely jump in. Overall, we 100% encourage these girls to delay social media, put off social media for now. It's middle school is still, they're so impressionable, and social media is not geared towards this age group. And while as parents, we know that it's hard because they might be one of the only people in their friend group that doesn't have a phone or that's not on social media. So we actually have quite a few episodes where we talk about different aspects of this, but one episode we tell them, we're giving you permission not to be on social media. You are not missing out. There are so many more things that you can be doing, growing your garden, that someday when you do introduce this into your life, you'll have a healthier mindset, you'll be better equipped. And we kind of just want to echo what maybe their parents are telling them, right? We want to give support to the moms and dads because, it helps to hear it from more than just one source, that cell phones, it's a powerful tool when you need to call mom and dad, right? But sometimes the texting can get out of hand. The social media posts are not uplifting or even real for that matter. There's a lot of deciphering that needs to go on, and it takes some learning. And that's also where the soil checks come into play too. We teach them, that this is a perfect example of when you do start participating in social media, you have to check in with how your heart is feeling and how your mind is feeling. And same kind of principle, 3 strikes, you're out. If there is something that is making you feel insecure or less than or wilting, right? That does not belong in your mind. It does not, it's a waste of your time. It's bringing you down. So I really love this part of the program where we just kind of say, look, girls, there's time for that down the road. If you need to have a cell phone, there are safe ways to do a cell phone, like with the Gab phone or other things where social media is not a part of it. And you can still communicate, Mom, I'm done with dance, come pick me up, whatever it might be. But definitely, we try to teach these girls less screen time, the better. Phone, TV, whatever it might be. One of the episodes, we talk about how you actually need to unplug to recharge. You don't sit down to scroll through YouTube or whatever to, waste and veg out. Go do something more productive to recharge. And if you're needing a break from studying, some people like to spend their time, and even women, we're all guilty of it, of scrolling. And then all of a sudden 30 minutes is gone. And you don't come away from that a better person per se, right? So just helping these girls navigate social media or have it, be in a certain place in their life, it's not going to go away. So for now, we just want them to wait. Just wait. Like, it's okay if you don't know the latest TikTok trend or what dance everybody is doing. It's actually better. They don't know that now, but we want them to trust us. And we're just going to be another source to kind of help them realize there's more out there than just what's on a phone.
Yes.
And what others are. So
I'll never forget, like, when we were doing the episode, one of the lines that Becky says is, who has the power at the garden gate? Who has the power, whether or not things are let in? And it's you, it's the girls. Like, you have the power, not the phone or the app. You have the power. And so sometimes I feel like social media and these apps that suck away teens' time can have the power if the power is given to them. But the only person that decides is the individual, is the girl. You hold the power always where you put your time. And rarely do you ever put down your phone and feel more confident. Rarely after being outside. So that right there should tell you that your time is better spent at pursuing your talents. Go practice your sport again. Yeah, get outside, go help someone else. Go craft, go use your hands. Go bake. Go try that new hairstyle you've always wanted to try. Go look at the, try putting on lip gloss. I don't know, there's just so many better things that are going to help lift you and others around you. And rarely does the phone do that.
So true for all of us.
Right. I mean, it's healthy to establish that boundary, like even now, or even whatever age we're at, any girl, woman, teenager, middle schooler, when we learn those boundaries and what Katie said, that we have the power to decide, even as moms, we have the power to decide what comes in our garden gate. And guess what? We're the master gardener. Get it out. It's not worth our time.
A lot of times in social media, it is those programs are naturally built to train you to seek happiness from other people's responses to you. So and that is fake happiness. That is the opposite of happiness. Your happiness lies in your hands. Again, you have the power. So when you're posting something to get a reaction that you might think that is instantaneous gratification, that is not pure happiness and joy. And that will not bring sunshine. In fact, it starts to erode your soil and suck the nutrients out of it and the life. And then you can't grow and your focus gets off. So we talk about it in an upfront and a happy way and give them real tools because, like Becky said, it's the reality. It's part of the way the world runs, the high-speed communication. But we know more as adults and moms we can see the differences more than I think a new user. And so we just help in a happy way to introduce kind of some cautionary, advice and real fun, happy tools to recognize.
Giving them a helping of happiness, right?
Yeah,
So
there
good.
you go.
I love
Yes,
it.
that's
We're
what we're
just
trying to
trying
do.
right
Totally.
in together again. I love it. I love it so much. So good. Oh, because that's what we're all about here. You know, there's so much junk that is out in that world that let's just find some ways to be a little happier together, you know, whether that be let's go on a cool family trip and experience some new things, or let's bake something really yummy together, or let's, you know, throw up this chore chart so it at least looks cute instead of just having to nag your
that's
kids
amazing.
about everything that you're doing. You know, let's happy it up a little bit. And so I love that. Do you mind if we get into makeup and beauty a little bit? Because I know my 11-year-old is dying to enter this world, and I've been holding her off. I'm like, 6th grade is 1 week away. You can do it. Like,
That's so
wait
cute.
until 6th grade. That's been kind of my little thing, because she's been wanting to wear like heavy makeup for years to school. I'm like, just hang on. Just
That's so cute.
Okay,
more.
I will take this one because this is my love. I love makeup. I've done makeup for years, friends, weddings, photo shoots, all the things. So in addition to the weekly episodes, we have what we call bloom videos. And they're from makeup to hairstyles, to beauty tips, to cooking, to crafting, to making your own Halloween costumes. We have all of these like little mini bloom videos, and a couple of them are on makeup. And first and foremost, we teach the girls, especially at this age, that they are beautiful just the way they are. We start there, and makeup is not something to hide behind or to cover up or to change a look or whatever. It is to enhance your natural beauty. And yes, it will give you a little bit of confidence. I know one of the first things we kind of teach them is, in addition to them really not needing it, is middle school is a time where your hormones are changing and you might have blemishes. And of course, everybody gets a little self-conscious of those and how to maybe cover some of those up. But then really in the program, we only really get to mascara and lip gloss. And those are fun things.
Oh,
and those are
perfect
simple.
Start. Yes.
And they're easy. And we kind of teach them. It's really cute. There's a couple different, sheens of lip gloss. It can be sparkly. It can be glossy. It can be matte. It can be more of an iridescent, like all the fun things. So we present it in a way where it's fun and it's happy. It's just a fun thing. Makeup is a part of a woman's life. Fun. It really is. And they don't need to have the heavy makeup, the eyeliner, the foundation, all of the big things. So we teach them, and really, hopefully they really grasp onto the fact that they can be confident without it. Yes, it will help, and it should be a fun thing. It shouldn't be, I can't leave the house without makeup on, It's like, you're 12, you're beautiful, you're so darling the way you are. And for sure, that is not, I don't think how any women should feel, that they have to be caked on with makeup in order to leave the house or to be presentable in front of their friends or anything.
At this age, we kind of really start with skincare. So we have a contributor we have a contributor. That's where we start. So we teach them how to properly wash their face, how many times you should wash your face, what products do you use to wash their face. And then we talk about just the different, sunscreen and when to apply it, and beauty rest and how that affects your skin. And so there's just a lot. We touch on all the different sides, a little bit of makeup.
No, I think
and we even bring in, of course, hygiene with deodorant, but we also talk about periods. And we take the stigma away from, you guys, everybody goes through this, and this is what to expect. And you might start, or your friend might start first, so we kind of bring, just the fun side of, guys, this is awesome. This is an exciting part of your life. And it's okay to be nervous. This is, so we talk about
everybody's got one.
Female, everything female, right? Yes.
No, I think that's so good. I think when I grew up, it was a little bit more like, hush, hush, don't talk about it.
Right.
And now it's blah. I over talk about it. And my boys are like, I don't know if we want to hear about this, but this is just what it is. And don't be scared.
Yes, exactly. That's good. That's perfect.
If you have a friend that you can see is like leaking through or something, then very
Right.
quietly
Oh my
go
goodness,
tell them
yes.
about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Have them wrap their sweatshirt around their waist or,
Right.
just go to the
Right.
school nurse, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah,
because no
totally.
one wants that. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
normal. Periods are normal.
Totally normal.
And it's not gross. We just need to
Yeah.
take that away so that the girls don't feel like they can't come to their moms or they can't,
Yes.
say something
Well,
to
Ask
their
questions. or-
Yes.
ask questions. Exactly. The communication, we really encourage that communication with their parents along, with the times of their period and their questions. But we're there to help.
Yes,
No,
we
that's
have a
awesome.
fabulous contributor who breaks down the cycle for them and helps them with there's 4 little videos about each week in their cycle and what they should expect. Like,
It's amazing.
how their moods, like, don't be
Yes.
like, don't freak out if you might be feeling this way, because that's normal. And don't
Good.
freak out so it's just a little intro. Their videos are all the Bloom videos are really short. So it's not that we go into too much depth where, it's just overwhelming to them. It's just kind of what to expect and to just kind of go with it because it's normal and to enjoy being a girl.
Love it. I love that all of this is laid out so that I don't have to come up with all of this on my own as a mom. It's just can I just hand them over to you for a little while?
Well, and
You got it. We'll
There's so
take them
many
all.
other things that I'm doing with them that it's just nice to have that. I'm just not worried about all of these little things. And then we can talk about it more when they learn from you, which I love that whole setup.
And Hillary, like you said earlier, when we first started the podcast, it's just another set of voices, another cheerleader, another, just another woman helping another adult,
Backup. We are
encouraging-
major backup for moms.
Totally helping these kids out, because you're right. They get to this age and they're like, Mom, you don't know what you're talking about. Mom, this, Mom, And so that's what we're trying to do, is just be that additional support to the parents for all of these harder subjects. My mom never talked to me about any type of period or anything. And it was just, that was just her personality.
Mhm.
And so you want them to feel comfortable and confident going to a parent or someone. And that's kind of why we're here, is just to be a supplemental to that.
Well, you guys do a great job. I'm super excited for my girl to go through all of this. She's going to
We're
love it.
excited
It's going
to
to be
have
the
her.
summer of confidence. I can't wait.
Yay.
It's
It's so
good.
fun.
She's the most enthusiastic little thing too. So I know she'll totally get into all of this. Of all
Yay,
my
what's
kids,
your name?
she's the one that's wow, so
Oh, we're excited.
gonna love it.
We'll get along great then.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
it's this is just built for her. It'll be so good. So let's talk about just a little bit how your program operates, how, because you've talked a little bit about episodes, but what does that mean as far as how often or how many and how all, just kind of the details
How
of
it works.
how it works.
Yeah. So it's a subscriber base. So you get to choose, and we have 3 different options. So as a parent, signing up your daughter, or you can go in and you'll see the different levels of subscription. One is called Root, and that gives you access to the first 13 episodes. And those are kind of the core and the meat. And then, and that's it's kind of a one-time shop, and for the next 13 weeks you can log in at your own pace, and they are posted weekly. You have to complete one episode before you can get the next, but as the weeks go on, you can watch as many as you want at one time, as long as it's progressing on that timeline. The next level is Grow. That is for a full year. You pay an amount and they have access to the complete program. There's 52 weeks in a year. And so every week you log in and you get access to what we call the Planting the Seeds episode. Those are mainly what we've talked about here with you today, the meat of the program. And the girls have to complete those episodes each week. They're about average 12 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. And then they get access to all the Bloom videos. So first they have to watch the Planting the Seeds episode, and then they get to access the Bloom videos. And so that in the Grow level, that's the standard membership. Then you have access to that for the whole year. The Bloom is a really fun level. That's the 3rd level of membership, where you get all the access to the weekly episodes. And But you also get a monthly bloom box in the mail. And that is just full of fun things, sometimes beauty things, sometimes room decor things. We're actually giving all the girls a t-shirt this month, so you get this surprise box in the mail of things that help you grow and things that just remind you that you've got a lot of cheerleaders and I believe in me cheering you on, and just with a little note that's encouraging of, the items in there. And so that's a really fun membership level. But any membership level, whatever. The great thing about I Believe in Me is it can fit into your life. You get to choose the membership level. You get to choose. The girls can log in anytime, anywhere. If they skip a week, no big deal. You'll have 2 episodes waiting for you the next week. If you want to binge watch for the month and watch 4 in a row, great. There's no pressure. You haven't missed anything. You go at your own pace, and it kind of fits into your life. If you want to watch it during carpool, great. If you want to watch it while you're getting ready in the morning, perfect. If you want to watch it as how you unwind at night after homework and you want to feel that boost of energy and support from your cheerleaders at I Believe in Me, great. So there's that. That's kind of the basic of the program. We have part of that as well that comes with all membership levels is the section called How's It Growing? And that is when they log in, they'll see their episodes, they'll see the Bloom videos, but there's also a section that says, how's it growing? That's where girls can message in. And this is the best part. We love this part. They'll message in and ask questions, and they'll give us scenarios. Like, I'm having a really hard time with one of my friends. Here's what's happening. What should I do? And that's where we can offer some advice using the garden tools that we presented, and also just give them encouragement. Most of the time, these girls are smart. They're doing the right thing already, but they just need that added, like, you got this. It's okay, to take a break. It's okay. Maybe that friend just needs a hug. So that's really fun. Or they just say, hey, I'm so excited. I made it for cheerleading. And we're like, woohoo, and we're just friends online. So then monthly, every membership level, they can participate in the How's It Growing group call, where we all get on and we talk about it's basically just parties online. So like February, we always do a book club where we all get to share our favorite books and we talk about books. Then the one coming up this month is all about summer. So talking about fun ideas to do during the summer. How are you going to grow in the summer, even though you don't have school, your full-time job? In what ways are you going to grow? How are you going to use your time? What are some fun things? That's one of those. Another one is Thanksgiving. We've done gratitude ones, or we just talk about, how, and then we have an episode about that too, but gratitude is a huge part of your garden and should be. It is just the best thing to help things grow and to keep perspective on life. So anyway, How's It Growing once a month comes along with every membership level. So we just have fun with these girls, and we're here to cheer them on. And that's the basic outline. Did I miss anything, Becky and Allie?
No, you got it. That was perfect. And I was going to say, one of the additional things that we didn't anticipate happening with these interactive Zoom calls every month is this community of girls. Like, it's so cute because they'll all get on and they'll see each other, and there's 20 girls on the screen, and they're all similar but different. And they share things. And we've even had them share little bits of wisdom just across and we're like in awe. We're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. They're like giving each other advice and tips and helps. And it's so cute.
Little high fives, or telling them it's going to be okay. Like, it's just so cool to see what these girls can do, even just to cheer on each other. It's really like this little friendship.
Cute.
Yeah.
It's just a safe, happy place.
Yeah,
where they can discover new things about themselves, find out who they are, try new things, try new hairstyles, try new fashion ideas with the fashion Bloom videos of how to put together outfits, how to choose the color. I mean,
we need at my house. Some of our combinations, I'm like, oh heavens, for real.
No, we got you. Our contributor for fashion is amazing and so good for this level about how to put patterns together, what to do, what not to do. So it's good.
We just had a funeral in the family last month, and my daughter and it was like my grandmother's 90. Like, we were super sad, but super happy for her, kind of a thing. But my daughter had forgotten her shoes and shows up with her really nice dress and her bright red and black high tops to the.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, Oh my goodness.
That sounds like my 6-year-old Chloe.
We cannot do this.
That is her.
We can't do this. And then, of
That is
course she was
amazing.
mortified too, but like, this isn't happening. So we had to stop by Walmart and get her some shoes. And it was just like,
Oh, that is so
we
funny.
can't do this. We have family pictures tonight. There's no way.
Oh my God.
No, gosh.
Yeah.
Put her like,
Oh,
make her
no.
kneel. Make her kneel for the family.
I know. Take off your shoes. Barefoot's better. I don't know. Anyway,
Oh,
but
that's so funny.
I'm super excited, and she loves all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
we can't wait to meet her. I'm so excited.
Tell
Wow.
me, what's her name?
Her name's Hallie. She's just
Oh, how
like a
cute.
doll. I
Oh my
can't
gosh,
wait.
Allie has. That's such a cute name.
That is adorable.
It's so
Hallie
fun.
is.
I know.
Yeah.
She has to marry someone with the H last name so she can keep up this cute
Totally.
alliteration thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
cute.
but I think it's so good. And I love that you're getting them excited about being girls and knowing who they are, because this world is so upside down right now. And I think the root of it is that nobody knows who they are right now. They don't know where they come
Well,
from or
they're
where
looking-
they're going.
yeah.
They're looking to everybody else for who they should be.
Yes.
And it's so important for them to really see who they are themselves without all the other garbage, and to just embrace it and jump
Right.
right into
Yes.
themselves.
And
So
then share that. Like don't
be that
afraid.
light, be that sunshine for those
Yes.
other girls. Yeah.
Ooh, you already got it, Hillary. Look at
My
you.
gosh, I just need
Yeah,
you
that's
to back me
hard.
up on this.
You're hired.
Can I be part of this? I just love it.
Please,
Oh,
Yes.
oh my
Yes.
gosh. Oh, let's tell everybody where they can find you, because this is really important for them to be able to join your memberships.
Yes, it is very easy. So you go to bloomfully.com. Okay, so if you think about the word bloomfully, it's where girls grow. This is where girls grow.
Love
So you're
it.
going to see the different age groups. I mentioned it before. There's the younger girls is the option of Singers Company, but for this specific 11 to 12-year-old, 13, it's I Believe in Me. And that is where the online adventure begins. So bloomfully.com and select the I Believe in Me, that age group, and that will take you right through to the membership options and even give you just more info, frequently asked questions, things. So you can dive in. There's lots of testimonials on there. So you don't have to just take our word for it. We think it's great, but
Yes.
but it's been around a bit now. And so we really you'll hear things from the girls, you'll hear things from the parents. And so come grow with us, basically.
Awesome. So good.
Mhm.
And I'll put a link to that in the show notes, so our listeners can just
Awesome.
be pulling it up, and it'll just be really, really easy. Was there anything else you guys wanted to share before we wrap it up?
Just that we like what you're doing, because it feels like we're
Yes.
right hand in hand.
Yeah,
We're trying to bring the happy in.
Seriously. We're like two peas in a pod over here.
Yeah, we appreciate what you're doing. for
Well,
real.
I will jump in anytime. This just like, I want to take this course. This just sounds so fun. I just
well,
love
and we've
Can I
had
be
plenty of
12
moms.
again for once in my life. I want to go back in time to that time period.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Super awesome. Well, if you guys have a few minutes, I would love to do our 3 helpful and happy questions with you guys, if you have
Yeah.
a little more time to
Sure.
spare. So
sure.
I always like to do these because this ties into our Helping of Happiness blog, where we talk about family food and recipes and family travel and just any home and family hacks. So let's talk about the
Okay.
favorite food or meal, because I could talk about food all day long, because I just
I
love
love
all
food.
of it. Yes.
Okay, I'll go first.
Allie, go ahead.
Favorite food of all time, chips and salsa.
Oh, I had that for
I'm-
lunch. The best.
I bought some more at Target this morning because I was out of salsa.
Oh,
But I've lost my taste of cilantro. So I'm really struggling right now.
Oh
I'm
my
really
God. So sorry.
struggling with
I didn't know that.
having cilantro taste like dirt. So it's
okay.
not
I
really
have
making me
heard
happy.
that is like a thing, that some
Mhm.
people, it tastes like soap or it tastes like dirt.
Yeah, mine tastes like soil. It
And
literally
weird that it changed for you.
does. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, but I still eat it because I love it. So chips
And you remember
salsa.
the love.
I
You
do. I'm
remember
like,
the
I
love, so
really
you'll
love
still
this.
eat
I
the
really
dirt.
do. So, and when I make it, I'll leave out the cilantro. But I do have
Yeah.
a food hack that I
Okay.
use with my kids. So for preparing lunches, I hate making school lunches for my children. So I get those,
Especially by May. Like,
yes,
know.
I'm
what
like,
is in my house?
so
Beef
done.
jerky and a protein drink and maybe an applesauce.
You're
Like,
like,
whatever.
sure,
Just
take
like,
it.
it's food.
Right. Here's a soda as you go off to school. I'm done. Just kidding. I don't do that. But I take the big Costco Hawaiian roll packs. I think they're come like a 36.
Yeah.
If you take it all out, you slice the entire thing in half.
All in one slice. Yes.
All in one slice. And you do your turkey and your cheese and a little bit of mayo. Individually bag them or wrap them in saran wrap, put them in the freezer. So every day when the kids go to make their lunch, they throw it in their backpack and it thaws out by lunchtime and it's perfect. And I do them like Sunday night. I do one of the packets and then all 4 of my kids have food for.
Oh my gosh. And then you don't even have to worry about sandwiches all week.
Yeah. It's the best mom hack ever. It's great.
That's amazing.
I think I need to even do that for summer. Oh,
Yeah. Yes. Summer.
right?
It'll
Because you
be
need to
perfect
eat
for
all
summer.
summer.
My summer hack, it's from my sister, so I don't want to take the credit, but it's similar to that. What I do for summer and even for one time a week is I get French bread and you slice it like that and you just layer all the meats and everything you want. And then it's just super easy because you just cut it. You just cut that loaf of French bread and send it. But it's the best thing to take to the beach or the pool because you just put the whole French bread sandwich back in the French bread sleeve that it comes in. And then and it's a yummy, yummy sandwich. So
and Katie makes a killer French bread sandwich because I had one the other day at her house.
You did. You were here when I did it.
It was so good.
That's right. Anyway, but my favorite food that I just have no control. I literally could eat all chocolate covered strawberries that I make. Like I just like
especially
I
in
care.
California when your strawberries are grown right there.
Yummy.
That's the thing I miss the most.
It's mostly fruit. I just eat the whole can and I don't care. I just don't care. I just eat it. It's so good.
So good.
Yummy. Yes.
So yummy.
Okay, well, I love chocolate chip cookies.
You're killing me. All of these are my favorite.
It's lunchtime, isn't it?
Is that a meal? I do love.
It's totally a meal.
Thai food. Thai food's one of my favorites.
Oh
too.
yes, bring on the Thai food as well.
And there's a really simple way to make chicken curry from Trader Joe's if you have a Trader Joe's nearby.
Yes, tell me the way.
You just do the yellow Thai curry sauce with a bag of their grilled strip chicken, and then get a bag of their green beans and their bell peppers in the frozen section, and you just cook them all together. Serve it over rice and with their Indian bread.
The naan.
Oh, that naan bread.
Literally dinner in like 20 minutes.
Okay, I totally need to do this.
Writing that down.
Yes.
Yes. Seriously, that's a really good one. So.
Okay. Okay, so we've got breakfast, dessert, and dinner all ready to go. I love it.
There you go.
So good. So good. Okay, so let's talk about travel just a bit. Do you have any awesome trips or dream vacations?
Katie just went on a rad one.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's just one of those years, to be honest. And we're planning. So I'm like, what are we doing?
No,
anyway.
This is the story of our lives too. It's like we were so shut down with COVID that now we can't stop going places.
Like, I know. My husband's like, okay, we're going to book Australia. I'm like, Australia? Oh,
what?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, we just did anywhere that there's a beach. My husband makes surfboards and for a living. And so we are a huge surfing family. So we really are beach goers. But so we've been lots of places regarding the beach. We just did Costa Rica. That was our second time in less than a year. It's just insane I don't know what we're doing. But if I really am truthful, one of my kids' favorite, we've done it about 3 times now, are RV trips. So we have done.
Do you guys have your own RV or do you rent?
Oh, no. There's a really cool way to rent them down here in SoCal. And we have taken it up the California coast. We've done 2 of those now. And it has the memories and the camping and it's that they would say that's one of their favorites. So we might be doing one up to Idaho this summer. Anyway, we're crazy right now. But yes.
That is.
Can I come with you on these trips?
Yep, they're RV.
I'm coming your online carry-on.
I would love it. I would love it. Yes.
I love it.
That is so fun. Becky, did you have any that you wanted to pipe in on?
I love beach too, but I married a mountain man. He would rather go backpacking or fishing. And so, and I love that too. Cause me personally, I just love being away from the people. Like just with my family up in the mountains is like my recipe for a great vacation or like out on the boat. I love being on the lake with the boat because we're all in there together and everybody has fun. People are tan, people are playing in the water, people are listening to music. So
And they can't go anywhere and there's no cell phones.
And there's no cell phones. So that's kind of my ideal is like, yes, it's kind of secluded away from the world and I'm good.
So good. Love those. Love them. Okay. Last one. Do you guys have any home hacks for us? Or family hacks?
I'm a terrible homemaker.
My whatever. Oh my gosh, Allie, you have the best home hacks. You just gave us one.
I'll just let these two of the 7 children's talk. I'll just write my notes.
No, Allie's amazing. Don't let her fool
She just gave us that great lunch hack. So I'm not believing
that's all I got. That's it. That's as far as the list goes. I'm done.
Well, my daughter just tried out for cheerleading and I don't do makeup. That's why Allie has to come over to my house and do her makeup to go try out for cheer. So Allie has amazing life hacks and skills that I don't have.
Major skills. Okay. My favorite home hack and the number one tool that has saved me in motherhood is working to a timer. I set my timer, like even when jobs seem like overwhelming, I know I can do it for 15 minutes. And I literally, my phone is my best friend. I put on my timer and I'm like, I'm just going to do it for 15 minutes. And soon enough, I'm like going and it feels
in the
like
mode.
Yes. And then my timer goes off and I'm like, oh, that was easy. I can do another 15 and then I got to go. Like I'm very careful with the way I plan my day. And so my timer is my friend. And even I don't get on the phone until I set a timer first. And when my timer goes off, then I know it's just kind of like a game almost. It's like I can use my time. And when I'm not feeling motivated, I know with experience, I just set my timer and get to the end. And sometimes I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm done. Timer goes off. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm going. So I say use the timer and you can do it. Yeah.
Love it.
I thought of one.
See, there you go, Allie.
Home hack. It's a kind of a cheating home hack, but so I try and pick up the house before the husband comes home and all the things, right? And have things in a semi-orderly fashion. But if I haven't gotten to, clean as much as I wanted to or whatever, I just take a little pledge because it's aerosol and I just spritz it in the air.
That's amazing.
And then it smells like I've really scrubbed the house when I probably haven't. So just a couple squirts of pledge are just all you got.
There you go. You just need to smell it and you're all set.
Yep. See, done. There, that's my hack.
As long as it smells clean, it is clean. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. My home hack, like I think people might think I'm insane, which I guess I kind of am, but
it's fine. We all are.
With starting these businesses and like, I knew that certain things had to become automatic for me. Or else I needed to remove things from my brain in order to use my brain in other areas because there's just a lot coming at me and required of me. And I had responsibilities in different areas. So years ago, when all of this was starting, I usually planned out my meals for the week. And what I started doing was just keeping that plan for the week and inserting it into a document. And so in the end, I have a yearly plan of what we eat for the year because I wanted to make sure because my life got so busy that I wanted to make sure that in the fall I made the pumpkin chocolate chip muffins that we love. And so I would put that into the October month. And so anyway, so that sounds insane, but it has helped me because it removes the brain power.
You don't even think about it. You just
I just plug in and I can change it as I want. So it's not totally set, but I could tell you for the 5 days for breakfast, we always have this on Mondays. We always have this on Tuesdays. So when I wake up, I don't have to stress out because that's where the stress as a mother comes for me is when I don't know what I'm making.
Yeah.
And then
what is for dinner? It's the worst question ever. I love this so much. Thank you so much, ladies.
This was amazing. I loved it.
Thank you a million bazillion.
You're so great. That was so fun to meet you. I feel like we need to do something else in the future. I just have that feeling.
Anytime. I would love it. I'd love to collab with you guys. You guys are just the best. So thank you so much.
Well, we'll be looking for Hallie's name.
Yes. Okay, do it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, you guys are awesome. Thank
you.
Have a good
one. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, just a final reminder for you guys, when you're going to check out, when you get your I Believe in Me program, check that Helping of Happiness box so you can get that 1 month free on your subscription. So it's just so awesome. I just love these ladies. Aren't they the best? If you enjoyed this episode, please share with a friend, and you can give us a rating and review if you want, your favorite podcast app. We'd love that. And if you aren't subscribed to our newsletter, go ahead and jump over to our website. I'll put a little link in the show notes, helpingofhappiness.com. And in our newsletter, we give you guys family recipes, some more of these travel tips and home hacks that we've been talking about on here. So in the newsletter, we give you bonus on all of that. So recipes that might not appear on the website, upcoming news, classes that we're holding, and more details about different deals that we have going, and just a lot of really fun stuff. So make sure you go subscribe to that. We'd love to be able to be in touch with you that way. Have a great day.